Nou praat vanoggend weer met Nick Morgan van Opportunity Private Capital. Hulle is 'n beleggingsmaatskappy van Kaapstad wat 'n privaat finansieringsstruktuur ontwikkel het in eiendom. Nick, goeiemôre baie welkom.
Dawie, hello.
Nice having you back.
Thank you. Yeah, nice to be here again. Nice
All
to
right, just recap. We've spoken before. Just tell us again, what do you do?
Yeah, to answer your question, we've established a secure asset-backed investment structure. We're private individuals. That's guys like you and me.
Yeah.
We can earn high fixed returns on our investments by financing residential property developments. So these developments are financed only by our private clients, our investment clients, and they've averaged returns of 18% per annum over the course of the last while. These developments, it gives our investors a good chance to finance these instead of commercial banks. So they get the opportunity to part of the value that's extracted from this. And Dawie, it's important to realize our investors get all the available security to protect their investment.
You know, there are two things important when you investor. The one is that you want to have a proper return and you do not want to lose capital.
No, you
so
don't.
You've got an asset-backed structure in place.
Yeah.
Explain that to us.
Yeah, I think, look, it tends to be complex, but the security of the investment is the most important part of our structure. And I think the easiest way to explain it is if you buy a house and you finance that purchase through a bank, for the bank security in lending you the money, they take a first bond or covering bond over the property to protect themselves. You can't sell that property until you've repaid the bank first. So our structure works exactly the same way. Until our clients are repaid, they hold the development assets as their security.
In the same way as a bond over the property, for instance.
Particularly, exactly like that.
All right. You say that you've been getting about 18% return the last couple of years. I don't know how long that is. Do you think this is sustainable? And could you actually get the same kind of return during the time of the lockdown? Because that was a difficult time.
Look, David, if we just take the last 5 years as a snapshot in time, our investors have averaged those returns of 18% over that period. I don't know if your viewers can see the graph we've got, which is our performance versus CPI, and that gives a good indication of our results. In fact, you know, during lockdowns and the COVID crises that we experienced, investors in our current project, they continued with their 18% returns unaffected. Yeah. These investors, they'll be exiting this current investment project over the course of the next month or so. Yeah. And most of these are going to roll over into our next available investment cycle. So, you know, Dawie, we believe that if our structure can withstand this extraordinary period, it speaks volumes for the secure financial and legal setup we've got in place.
Okay, so that's the past couple of years you've been doing not too badly, but what do you anticipate going forward? The same sort of returns?
Yeah, Dawie, look, we've got investable projects and investable pipelines in place already for the next 3 years. You know, we opened an investment window recently, and that reached full capacity ahead of schedule. And those investors have got projected returns of 15% per annum. So there's a strong appetite out there for our offering. And we've recently opened a new investment cycle on the back of that. Similar ideas and similar returns. And that deadline closes in January this year, or until it reaches full capacity, whichever happens first. So yes, to answer your question, we do anticipate good results because we're operating in this niche sector, which continues to remain stable.
Nee, toe. Nick, baie dankie dat jy vanoggend weer 'n keer by ons het draai kom maak het. Lekker om jou te gesels. Daar's altyd verskillende beleggingsgeleenthede. Nick is die direkteur Opportunity Private Capital. Baie dankie dat jy vanoggend by ons.
Thank you, Dawie. Nice to see you again.
Daar's hy.